Hello and welcome to the morning sports briefing here on Sunday, the 28th of March. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, everybody. Hi, I'm Paul and I'll be your host this morning. In the news today, and we've got NRL action, including a thriller by the Warriors. We've got Super Rugby, also with last minute tries, as well as talking about the NBA, the NBL in the basketball, the A-League in the football, and we've also got golf news for you as well. This is the best way to start the day up to speed with all of the important sports news. And before we get into all of that, currently it is the track and field nationals in New Zealand. And history has been written as 26-year-old Holly Robinson has taken silver in the javelin, in the open javelin event. What is historic about this is that she is the Paralympic, Commonwealth and World silver medalist currently. She's the first Paralympic athlete, first para athlete to win a medal in an open event. So congratulations to her, and with her personal best of 44.26 meters in that one. She's just happy that she's back into form after a year and a half of struggles, which included breaking a finger during training. Yeah, she's very happy with that. So congratulations to her, with the first ever para-athlete to win a medal in the open events. Moving on to the golf, and in the PGA, it is the Punta Championships there, and Tom Wilkinson is going very well. It's currently going around the third round there live. He is currently tied ninth at 6 under par. The leader is Willett on 10 under par, so 4 shots back there for Wilkinson. And Willett leads Peters by 1 shot at the top there. I'd say that's the third round is currently live. Over in the LPGA, and the third round is live there as well at the Kia Classic. Park is currently the top. She hasn't started the third round yet at 9 under par ahead of Popov, just 1 shot back. Lydia Ko is really having a struggle at this one. She's currently 2 over par, tied 51st in this one. After a very good start to the season, she had some good results and she was in very good form. Lydia Ko struggling in this one. Moving on then to the football, and in the football, we had 2 games yesterday. Central Coast Mariners took on Melbourne Victory, and that finished was 1-1 as top of the table took on bottom of the table. So a very good result there for Melbourne Victory, who lost, remember, 4-1 to the Wellington Phoenix in the middle of last week. And Perth Glory beat Newcastle Jets 2-1 as well. Newcastle Jets second from bottom in 11th place there. Perth Glory in mid-table 7th. Today, Wellington Phoenix will take on Macarthur FC, the brand new expansion team who have had a good season, who is currently sit in 5th, 5 points ahead of Wellington Phoenix, who are down in 9th currently. Also, Adelaide United will take on Sydney FC as well. That Phoenix game kicks off at 6 p.m. today. Going over into the basketball and over in the NBA, there was 11 games yesterday. Some key results there. So the Suns beat the Raptors 104-100. The Bucks lost to the Celtics 122-114. And the Jazz beat the Grizzlies 117-114. And also the Lakers ended their losing streak by beating the Cavaliers 100-86. The Pelicans were in action against the Nuggets, the Steven Adams team. They started off well, winning the first 2 quarters to lead at half-time by 9 points. The Denver Nuggets, however, dominated the second half and won this one 113-108. Zion Williamson led the Pelicans with 39 points. Steve Adams had 4 rebounds and 8 points there. Not one of the most productive, or one of his less productive games. For the Nuggets, 37 points for Jokic. He led the way with Murray. Jamal Murray scoring at 23 and Michael Porter Jr. 25. So those 3 leading the way there for the Nuggets. What does that mean on the table then? The 76ers still atop of the Eastern Conference on a 4-game winning streak ahead of the Nets and the Bucks. Over in the Western Conference, the Jazz with their 4-game winning streak at the top there ahead of the Suns and the Clippers. The Pelicans down in 12th place in that one. Moving over to the NBL then. Yesterday, the Breakers took on the Bullets. After it was been a tight one all the way through, the Breakers, there were 2 points at half time and pulled it out to a 4-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. But the Bullets evened things up and forced this one into overtime. The Breakers won overtime 12-7 to win overall 81-76 and take this one. Ty Webster with 27 points led the way for the Breakers. Cotton Iverson got an amazing 20 rebounds and 10 points for his double there. Sorry, Colton Iverson. For the Bullets, they were led by double by Nathan Sobey with 11 rebounds and 23 points. Drumic also scored 25 points for them there. Even with that amazing 20 rebounds, the rebounds were even 55 each. So yes, but good win there for the Breakers. Also yesterday we had the Melbourne United beating Southeast Wellington Phoenix 80-40. On the table then, the Wildcats still top ahead of Melbourne United and Breakers still in 8th place with that win, but just 1 point, just 1 place ahead of the Taipans in that one. Over in the NRL, sorry, I was checking whether I forgot I'd done the A-League or not. Over in the NRL, 3 games from yesterday. The Eels beat the Sharks 28-4, and the Broncos had a comfortable win over the Bulldogs 24-0, which was not surprised many people for the Broncos, obviously having had a very wooden spoon last season and had a tough start to this season. But game of the day was definitely between the Raiders and the Warriors. The Raiders pulled out to a big lead at some half time. They were 25-6 up, but they had lost a bunch of players to injuries, including including players who had a head clash and friendly fire, which took out 2 teammates who both failed their HIAs. That meant that hooker Tom Starling was the only fit player left on the bench for the Raiders. They extended that lead after half time to lead 31 to 10 with after 50 minutes. But a tiring Raiders got taken out by the Warriors, who came back to win this one 34-31 with Adam Pompey scoring in the 78th minute. That was not the last of the action, though, as Roger Tuivasa-Sheck stopped Raiders winger Jordan Rapana from getting the ball down with late in the game to save the game for the Warriors. So the Warriors winning that one 34-31 there. That means that if we look at the table, the Warriors currently sit in 8th place. Obviously, it's still early days. They're in the 3rd round at the moment. Panthers and the Eagles currently the only 2 teams with 3 wins. The Knights can join them today if they win their game with West Tigers. Moving on to the rugby then, and in international action, France took on Scotland in the Six Nations. France needed to win with a try bonus point and by 20 points, or by 21 points, to take the championship. In the end, perhaps they should have just concentrated on actually winning the game, because Scotland won this one 23-27 with a try after time had finished, even though they'd had Finn Russell red carded. But Serran also went off for a yellow card, meaning it was 14 versus 14 at the end there, as Scotland upset France in that one. That means that Wales win the Six Nations Championship, even though they missed out on the Grand Slam. France finished second, ahead of Ireland, Scotland, England in fifth, and Italy down there in last place. There was also Super Rugby action yesterday, with first off in Super Rugby Aotearoa, we had the Chiefs taking on the Blues in this one. It was 7-0 to the Blues at half-time in a game where the Blues turned down a lot of shots at goal. They're going for the corner and not building a lead, which their coach said he would have taken the threes in the first half. He said in his post-match interviews. The Chiefs won this one at the death, 15-12 with the last minute try. Dane McKenzie finishing the conversion, scoring the try, and also putting over the conversion for that comeback win in that one. A very tight game with a grandstand finish. If the quality of rugby during the game wasn't necessarily the best in that one, Clayton McMillan, the Chiefs head coach, happy with the character that his team showed. That was followed up by over in Super Rugby AU with the Reds beating the Waratahs 46-14 in a big win there. So the Reds and the Brumbies stamping their authority on Super Rugby AU this weekend. Do join us at 8 p.m. this evening for the Super Rugby Review Show. We'll go through all four of the games from this weekend. You have now started the day the best way, up to speed with all of the important sports news. Have a wonderful, hope you're having a wonderful weekend, everybody. As I say, join us at 8 p.m. this evening for the Super Rugby Review, and I'll be back here tomorrow at 7 a.m. with the morning sports briefing.